This crystal card comes out often too, especially when we're expressing depression or sadness or some sort of lower vibrating energy that causes us to feel very limited to our own resources. This is suffering from heartache or a toxic personal relationship. This crystal will help you connect to what you really need and help you realize that you are allowing toxic energy in that will cause emotional harm. This stone will let go of that toxic energy. And I always mention too that it looks like it's kind of bloody, right? Like it's been wounded or it's been like beat up. Your energy is wounded. You're wounded by this. Specifically, I do think you're wounded by this connection, or honestly, truthfully, I do think that you're here. The storyteller coming out as how you feel about communicating with this person, you're afraid. Like, you're afraid to speak yourself. You speak your truth. You're like, I almost said you're afraid to speak yourself true. Which, with that faith and perseverance card, and me saying that maybe you want to clear something up, explain a certain reasoning for why you had behind something. My stomach. It could be that you feel guilty. Like it could be guilt. Like the energy that you have for this person, it's brought you down to a level enough that you are feeling guilty. You're feeling some sort of lack here that you need to clear up. You need to express something. You need to tell your truth. You need to come like to the surface again and explain what was happening in the depth of the ocean when you couldn't speak, when you were like underwater and you couldn't speak, you couldn't make words of anything, you couldn't make sense of things. You were in the depth of the ocean. It's understandable. There feels like there was a fear. You were afraid of like the things that could inevitably happen, like a shark swimming towards you and biting your leg off. Obviously, we're talking about a relationship here, or a connection. Whatever was your shark that you were afraid was going to show up. Remember that fear that you had was a what if fear. This was a what if fear. This maybe was an ending that was based off of a what if. Like a what if we don't work out, or what if this connection doesn't work, or what if we can't be friends after this? What if we ruin a friendship? What if we ruin a home? What if I ruin my kids? What if I ruin my kid's life? I feel like the list can go on and on and on and on because the both of you have shown up in this energy. At first, I thought maybe it was just this person and you weren't showing up like that. But no, it's like your energy, I think you didn't realize it until after the connection has. Because now you are in this lower vibrating energy. Now you are feeling guilty about this. Now you are feeling like, well, maybe I could have showed up different. Maybe I could have done this. Maybe I could have done that. Nothing has happened, I think, to the extent to make you think about this person or bring them back into your energy. But you just, this is a heavier feeling. This is a heavier connection that you'll know who I'm talking about because you haven't been able to shake it. You haven't been able to shake the ending. You haven't been able to shake any of it. Excuse me. So you have Zoisite coming out, which I love the green and the pink. It's like pretty. Zoisite is in tune. I like saying that too, Zoisite. I think I would name my child that. Zoisite. Zoy. Oh, that's kind of cute. Like, come here, Zoy. Or I name my dog that. I don't know. Zoisite is in tune with your emotions. The sacred stone can shift emotions and help break through emotional trauma. When anxiety and worry flood your mind, this stone will assist you in your meditation and allows you to use celestial energy to let go of angst. I was having difficulty reading this, so this is definitely going to become my anxiety card because I think this happened a couple days ago too. It does specifically state that it's helpful when anxiety and worry fills your mind, but specifically I'm starting to stutter on my words and I'm starting to get a little bit, when I speak, like I'm speaking in tongues. I think that is your energy showing up here, that when you would speak to this person, or if you wanted to get on a deeper level, a deeper emotional like sort of energy, you couldn't do it without kind of stumbling over your words, maybe feeling like you were embarrassing yourself. And that anxiety can, like, it can cause us to do really crazy stupid things. Like, some people call off of work so they don't have to do things that cause them anxiety. Some people call off of like school or don't go to school, or like, it's like, or when people keep their shirt on during sex because they have anxiety. There's like a lot of parts of you right now that I think show up to this connection with like an overwhelming sense of anxiousness that's flooding from all parts of your life. And I think it is in relation to, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. This is gonna probably be my last part because I'm starving, but I think that it all has to do with like a deeper rooted connection with this person that you feel like you've lost something with. Because your day-to-day, it's like, I think you could have expected your day-to-day to be different if you had connected deeper with this person. It's almost like you maybe envision that you could have had like a different life, or things could have gone, like, played out differently if you were just like braver. We have lapis lazuli coming out, which I actually have like right here. It looks just like it. The little stone. It's a stone that you can balance with, harmonizing your mental and emotional, spiritual, and physical selves. That's awesome, because the both of your cards in the last part of the part before that, you showed up having an unconscious fear or a conscious fear, and this is the masculine. I was feeling like was the masculine energy. They started with a conscious fear of failing this relationship and moved into an unconscious battle of being so in love and desiring it. And you had that, like, conscious fear. What was it? Hold on one second. You had a conscious fear that the relationship was also not going to be able to sustain itself long term. So you showed up, and the way that you were showing up, you feel like you have some explaining to do. That's where I'm going to leave that at, because I don't want to say that you didn't show up for this person, that you didn't, because this person cared for you. They have desire, they have love for you. So you both have done some sort of, not damage, but you've left an impression on each other that runs deep enough to kind of understand this, like, this unconscious and conscious desire that you have for things, and this fear that it might not work out. So that's why I think this stone is beautiful here. It's like a beautiful message, because you do have to bring balance to that unconscious and conscious, that state that you're living in between. And this is for the both of you, that it is seeing things differently. And it's, again, like the stone says, opening your third eye. Allow yourself to see inside of yourself, and you'll see the real you. It's like showing up, seeing the situation differently, whether that's now or when you are with this person again. But it's seeing this connection in the way that you knew you wanted, or the way that you were too afraid to admit. That's like where you need to transport yourself back into that energy with that person. And then you have appetite coming out again, which is about making one more outgoing and social, which came out 3 times. So, and I was right about to say that I'm going to go back into when this will be reconnected, just because I want to know a little bit more about that for you guys. So I might do another part. But the fact that I was about to go right into that and the appetite came out is because there is something here that is increasing your energy. It's increasing your motivation again. Do I think you've been bed rotting? Yeah, dude. I don't think you've been out a lot. Maybe you've been like ditching your friends or dodging phone calls, ignoring people, but I feel like you're about to pop out. It's like you're about to show up all dressed up, and people are gonna be like, where have you been? And you're gonna just be like, I was in hiding. I was in hibernation. But you're coming out to be more social, outgoing, and it might happen in a group setting where you do meet up with this person, that you connect with them again. But this is specifically related to your throat chakra.